guys, it's Allie. I'm here for another yoga flow. This one will be based on the back. So low back pain, stretching out, strengthening, prevention is probably the best thing you can do with back pain. Just one little caveat. So if you're having active back pain, sciatica, something else, this isn't for you. Wait till when you're feeling better. This is more prevention, stretching, if you're having pain from sitting all day, driving, and strengthening. So active back pain, this will probably agitate it more, but go at your own thing. So hot bubble bath if you have current active back pain. If you want to prevent and strengthen, this one's for you. So we're just gonna come to a comfortable seated position, hero pose, cross-legged, whatever that is for you. And just settle in, eyes closed, which I consider a yoga pose, and just start to notice the breath. Don't change it, just observe it at first. Maybe it's shallow, maybe you can hear it, maybe you have to really focus. And now, once we tune into it, then we can start to lengthen it. So deep inhale. Fill the lungs up, little pause, deep exhale. Let it out through the mouth. Just a few deep breaths. Deep inhale. Pause, deep exhale. Last one, inhale. Let it out. Eyes can softly open and arrive at your practice. So we're actually gonna go right into it, but we're gonna warm up the wrists first because lots of cat and cow. We're talking back, those are our main moves. Interlace the fingers, figure 8, and then switch directions. And then palm goes out, pull slightly back on those fingers. You're gonna feel it in the forearm as well as the wrist. Breathe through, switch hands. All right, shake them out, right to tabletop position, and equal pressure in the hands, set up a strong foundation. If your wrists are ever bothering you, instead of straight, do a little tilt so you have a V as opposed to the pointer finger up. It changes the wrist shape. So this is horizontal and this cracks it a little, so you're a little bit more supported and not putting equal pressure throughout. So just something to play with if this tends to bother you. If it bothers your knees, pillows, roll up your mat or work out on an area rack. All right, set it up, deep inhale. We lift up, tailbone goes up, belly button drops. Exhale, round through the back. Deep inhale, deep exhale. This is really one of the best. Keep flowing through at your own breath. One of the best moves you can do for your back. So first thing in the morning, after you've been still for 8 hours, hopefully 8 hours, really great move. Just articulation of every vertebrae, maybe get a little deeper each time. Deep inhale, deep exhale. This one, when we flip over, we're gonna hold the shape. So my tailbone's up, my sight is up, my belly button's dropped, and we're gonna rock back and forth within this U shape. So little forward, little back, if that feels okay for your hands. Breathe through. Flip over, exhale, chin to chest, hold the pose, breathe, and now forward and back. Come to neutral spine, and we're just gonna circle. So one direction, as big or as small, whatever feels right in your body today. Switch directions. These are all just suggestions. So listen to you before you listen to me. Now what we're gonna do is come back, add on some more wrist exercises. So figure 8s this time, but flat hands, and then switch directions. This time we're gonna come up, create a little triangle. I'm lightly pushing on the backs of my knuckles. You're boxers, you know where the knuckles are. And other side. So what we're gonna do now is thread the needle. I'm gonna shift my angle. You stay right where you are. So find that base, my body weight tilts over to the left. I have a strong foundation, so don't sink into that shoulder, really activate, push that ground away. Think of lengthening your neck, and that gets you in proper form. Right hand, inhale up to the sky, exhale halfway through for thread the needle, palm is up. Deep inhale, rotate through the sky, exhale halfway through. This time, full thread the needle. So inhale, lift up, open that chest, biggest one you have. Exhale, we dive under our side. My palm goes against the floor. My left hand goes out. My forehead can be down or to the side, whatever feels best on your neck today. And then just hold the pose and breathe. If you want to activate the back a little bit more, that right hand, the back of it, actively push it into the ground, and you're gonna feel your lats really work. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If you want a little bit more shoulder, that left hand can wrap as if it's going over to the right shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Twists are amazing for the back. They really open everything up. As I've mentioned before, if you're pregnant, twists aren't for you, but you can do half the move as long as you just don't go past the knee. One more breath. And come on up. Get that placement. Few cat and cows. Neutral spine. Now the left hand, we rise up, lift, exhale, halfway through. Two more, lift up, halfway through. Inhale, reach, 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 get nice and big. This time, full thread the needle. So head on down, right arm goes straight or wraps around, and breathe. We're gonna hold here for a few breaths. Just tune into yourself and lengthen that breath. One more deep breath. Exhale. We are going to glide on up. So now to strengthen the low back and core. And by the way, core is the full circumference. Most people just think of the abs. It's also included with the obliques, which are considered abdominals. But the low back is technically your core. So strengthening that is really gonna help with back pain. Strengthening the abs is really gonna help with back pain. So it's one of the best things you can do. So how we accomplish this is right hand long, left leg long, and act as if these two limbs are being pulled apart. It's creating traction within your own back. Keep that base hand nice and strong. My sight is down so my neck doesn't crack. I want my spine solid and horizontal the whole way through. Next inhale, we're actually gonna lift up and then come on down. Side to side, wag that tail. Other side, left hand long. Ooh, I'm a little wobbly. So if that happens to engage that core, push that arm through, and then re-enter. Breathe through. My hand is pulling north, my leg is pulling south. Keep going. One more deep breath. Lift up on the next inhale, strengthening that low back. Exhale, come on down, and hip circles. One direction, then the other. All right, now we're gonna enter into a tabletop, and we're gonna actually add half a dancer. That doesn't sound right, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So this really gets into the low back. This may not be for you. If you attempt it and it does not work, don't do it. Go back to the ones we just did. It'll give you just as much. So again, I'm gonna shift, you're good where you are. So we come back to that four-legged tabletop. Right hand goes forward, left hand goes long. What I can do now with my shoulders still active is bend my leg, right hand with my thumb leading me, with my pinky. I spin and I go to the back of my foot. I'm gonna shift, you stay right where you are. So what I'm doing is touching, I had to peek, the outside of my foot. And what I think of, instead of pulling my leg up, I'm pushing my foot into my hand as my shoulder rises, and that's where I get the lift for that half dancer pose. Keep breathing. You should feel this in the legs, core, that back, shoulder is activated, and we breathe through. To come out of it, go back to horizontal. So let go lightly, right into right leg long, left leg long. Right hand rather, long left leg. One more breath. Drop everything, come on down, figure eights. If you ever need a wrist break, feel free to take it. Any break, feel free to take it. All right, enter back in. Again, I shift, because why not? So we're here, other side. Left hand long, right leg back. Stay here. You can add the increase, or what you do is bend that knee, pinky turns. I reach back to the outside of my foot and push that foot while my hand raises. Open everything up. So you're not pulling your leg up, you're actually actively pushing it into your hand, and then the hand lifts. Breathe through. One more deep breath. Right into that horizontal line. Hand down, wag the tail. And breathe. All right, come on through to the ground. Cross-legged position. So from here, what we're doing is just inhaling the arms, exhaling them down. Few deep breaths. Reconnect to that breath work. Inhale out, exhale down. One more. Now we're gonna twist. So we inhale up, my left hand goes forward, my right hand goes behind me, fingers drop, and I can actually walk them to get a little further. And with twist, think of going up to the ceiling. So inhale, I lift before I twist. Exhale, then I get deeper in the twist. One more deep breath. Let everything go. Hands come up, hands go down. Just put the hands anywhere that's comfortable. Close the eyes. Just try to reconnect. Breathe in, breathe out. Just see where you are in the process. One more deep breath. All right, now we add the arms. Inhale, exhale. One more. Now we add the twist. So inhale the arms up, right hand forward, left leg back. I keep saying leg, I mean arm, but you're watching, you knew that. So find that twist, maybe go a little deeper. The cool thing about twists is they're stretching you, but they're also building muscle, because your body really wants to, you stay in the twist, but your body basically wants to go back to center. So by holding the twist instead of constant motion, you're actually engaging the muscles right along the spine, because you're fighting with yourself. You're using strength to keep yourself in this position. One more breath. Hands can go anywhere they want, but we're gonna recross the feet. And now forward fold. And I really like crisscross forward fold. It just gets into the back for me a little bit deeper. So inhale the arms up. I'm gonna shift. And the thing about folds is we tend to cave, which is mimicking bad posture, and that's not what we want. So think of that back as flat as it can go. Inhale the arms. Exhale, slowly come down. And if the back starts to curl, then that's where you're at. So up here, that can be a forward fold, or you can go as low as that feels good. So then chin comes to chest, get really into it. You're gonna feel this in the glutes as well, but it really opens up the low back. I like to go side to side, even to get in a little further, and then eventually you can go all the way down if that feels okay. Or feel free to stack yoga blocks, books, pillows, and a really cool position to hang out is just there, and that opens everything up. One more breath. All right, we're gonna come out of that and go to straddle position. Toes up, and what straddle does is it's really great. The QL muscle at the lower back is really usually what's sore when people complain of back pain. This really hits it. But the trick is, instead of going to the side, you square up. So we're gonna do two versions. So my shoulders square as if they're squaring up to my knee. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. And again, don't worry where your forward fold lands. It's what's going on in your body, not what it looks like. So go down as far as feels good. Breathe. Inhale, rise with the arms. Exhale. Now we shift those shoulders to go right forward over that knee. Lengthen, exhale, come on down. One more breath. And these stretches can be held for quite a long time, anything we've done on the floor today, so feel free to hold them longer. But for this little video, we're gonna shorten a little bit. So again, those toes are up. So instead of squaring this time, now we're going to reach, and now it really hits that QL muscle. So, but the most important thing is your body's gonna wanna tilt, which means your hips tilt. Keep the hips square, don't let them lift. So those, I hate saying this, but those sits bones, if they start moving, that's where your stretch stops. So inhale the right arm, exhale, come on down. Again, wherever you land, but wherever you are, think of then twisting up to the sky. So your left hand almost comes through. One more deep breath. Come on back, and we go right into the opposite side. And each side might feel different. I tend to be more flexible on my right hand side. I'm right-handed, so I use it more, but it's cool if each side feels different. And then again, go through that arm, lifting up to the ceiling. One more deep breath. All right, release. So if hero pose isn't for you, that's cool. I prefer it, but crisscross works. We just have a couple more exercises. So the first one I really like to get in between the shoulder blades of the back is eagle arm. So right hand under left, and then I twist again, palms touch. If that doesn't work for you, back of hands. So I'm here, but then to get into my shoulder blades, I think of coming into a 90-degree angle and my palms go away from my face. So that's really gonna open up those shoulder blades. Push through, and then stay in this position, but we're gonna add up and down movement. So inhale up, exhale, come on down. Like you're doing a crunch almost. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Last one. And then release arms, roll the shoulders down and back. And honestly, just that rolling the shoulders down and back is great posture check-in about your day. You're sitting, just remind yourself, roll the shoulders down and back, and it puts you in alignment. Exhale, other side. So left hand under right, palms touch, and then I push them away to open that space in between my shoulder blades. Inhale, exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale. Last one. It's great. This hits the core and the abs all together. Roll those shoulder blades down and back. Now we're gonna still do one more exercise. So this is reaching behind. You stay where you are. I'm gonna shift. You might not be able to touch fingertips, so just give yourself that space. Maybe hold on to something like a towel or a strap, but just as you get more flexible, the hands can walk closer and even grip. But you'll feel it in your shoulders when you've hit that part that might be a little intense for you. So it's really, this bat wing, this lower one, is really opening the chest and stretches out the low back. Any position that's the opposite of this hunching motion is really gonna help. So opening up the chest really gets into the back. Now we just take the hands, rotate them, opposite arms. So for example, this side, my hands don't touch. The other side, they do. Each side will be different, but you're still getting the benefit on the stretch. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more, open mouth, let it out. Perfect. Release the hands. Favorite pose, come on down, Savasana. So again, if the low back is bothering you, instead of legs out, I like my knees bent and my heels wider than my hips. That's a really comfortable position for the back. Even better, pillows underneath and having that lower body elevated or just straight, whatever works for you. Come on down and just let yourself sink into the ground. Eyes are closed, and just like the beginning, we end. Really lengthen that breath, deepen that inhale. Pause, let it out. Open up those deep ribs. Exhale. Literally open up those intercostal muscles. Expand, contract. One more breath. And then stay right here. Maybe take some time for yourself. Keep the eyes closed and relaxed and enjoy. I hope you received exactly what you needed from this class. Namaste.